From the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor's sideline, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. This guy's struggling at this point of the year, just 2 wins in their last 7 games. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Gonna be a wet one as we're underway in Cincinnati. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals come out. They are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
As you watch the tape from last week, it really just came down to decision-making. Just too often he made the wrong throw, the wrong read, the wrong decision, and ended up costing his team pretty heavily. So it gets back to the basics. Just trust your eyes. Take what the defense is giving you. You don't have to force things. As the game goes on, those opportunities to attack, they'll present themselves.
The run on first down was good for 7, and it's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to Connor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he gets this up close to the 40. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. James Conner, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hey, what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high level, there's a lot of production to go around.
And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 180. 180. Done.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Now Brown. And he's got a Bengals first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Great work there by the interior of this offensive line, the center, the 2 guards, really working together to create that hole up the middle. And then it's just the vision of the back. Like, there's a fine line between hitting that full speed, but also having a little bit of patience to let that play develop.
On the ground, it's Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get set. 180. 180. Down.
Here's Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
One, ready?
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Gun. Got. 180. Got.
They go play action for Burrow. Forced out wide. He runs with it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arms.
The score, Bengals 7, Cardinals nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return is Greg Gordon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Jonathan Gannon, the head man for the Cardinals. His guys heading back onto the field. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Murray now off the bootleg. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. B.J. Hill in for the sack. He registers number 14 on the year.
pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Murray. He set the screen to the receiver, Wilson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Cardinals.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd down, Murray. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. A ball deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
He'll run here with Brown. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And they'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Big Walter Nolan, a rookie out of Ole Miss, there to make the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 180 shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, Not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Can. Start.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
He'll stay on the ground. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Start. Hey, can. Start.
Here's Spears. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That one good for 26 yards.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Start.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Right, 80. Start.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bengals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Dortch now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. There's Jonathan Gannon, the head man for the Cardinals. His guys heading back onto the field. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he'll take this back to the 43-yard line. Mike Hilton coming in to make the play.
At the 43-yard line, a 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again here to Connor. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, as you can see on this run, this is a back who is not going to shy away from contact. He actually welcomes it. His ability to run through contact, break tackles, and still have the speed and burst to pick up big yards.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Now a give running left. Here's Connor. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he is on to punt for Arizona. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards with 2 weeks to play, looking to finish strong and capture the crown.
On 2.
The drive begins at the 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Right in, that.
They'll stick with him again, and they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Just right there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
3. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Gun. That. 180. 180. 180.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the
Delayed
playoff
game.
on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8.
180. What is that? Start.
Now, Burrow. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Start.
Now give up the middle. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180. 11. Stop.
They'll try and run here with Spears. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43.
180. Stop.
Up the middle they go. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Start. 180. Start.
Now give on the ground, and he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
180. 180. Raise up.
Right back to him on first down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
first and 10.
Let's get set. 11. Hey, can. Stop.
Carry here for Brown. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 16th touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Cardinals, nothing. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting set to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to be.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that ball went in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes.
On one, ready?
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Legs hot.
Now Brown. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
1-1, ready?
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Gun. Cut. 11. Cut.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's fighting to get gets free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
The 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Right 80. Right shot.
To throw is Burrow. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
Right 80. Right shot.
Burrow to throw for it on 4th down. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right shot. Hut.
Here's Brown. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right 80.
To throw is Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12.
Burrow now. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Drew Sample. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bengals are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Now Murray. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Third and long. Here's Murray to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. A rookie from A&M, Shamar Stewart. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Here's their punter now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. You can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the final 2 weeks of the season.
Here we go. Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. That's to his tight end, Eric All. And he is out of bounds. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On first down, Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Gun. Cut.
Now, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second down, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being wasted down.
I'm fine, ready?
Here's a third down and 4.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Burrow to throw. The outside, it's hooked in by Chase. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Hope you're all having a very happy holiday season as we run through these final few games of the calendar year 2025. Here are the highlights. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins out west. Southern California is where we find the Chargers at home to take on the Texans in a wild card rematch from a year ago in Houston. And it's the tight end, Tyler Conklin. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they host the Baltimore Ravens. And it's Josh Jacobs. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
One-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Charlie Jones now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
On one, ready?
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
They'll run here with Brown. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 180, down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On one, ready? Let's get set. 180. Right up. 42. Start.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Browns. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On two, ready?
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Gun. Start. Hey, can. Start.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
On two.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Straight ahead, it's Spears. And he'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180. Start.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
On one, ready? 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180. 180. Start.
Burrow. Will find Brown out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 46-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Dortch now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Cardinals offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Fingers.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Headed left, buying time. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
That's caught by Harris. right side. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Arizona.
Play action. It's Murray. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
You know, so far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Murray's going to throw again. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
The Cardinals line up for a punt. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout.
Here we go. Shot. Wide 80. Shot.
They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
On 1, right? Here we go. 180. Place hot. Hot. Down.
They'll stay on the ground. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Gun, gun. Shot. Big 13. Shot.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Let's get set. 180.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Here comes the screen to Spear. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Can. 12. 12. Stop.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. A pickup there of 13. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
13 yards on the play.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
This time the slanting becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up.
Here we go.
Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Burrow here on second down. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
On one, ready?
3rd and long.
Here we go. Right 80. Dot. Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Stop.
On the handoff, this is Spears. And he'll take this one in. I.J. Spears. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bengals 37, Cardinals nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cards offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Murray now on 2nd down. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. A gain there of 16 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Here's a screen set up for Benson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up. They'll try to sneak him here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Keeping it himself. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight. But they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kick feels good. Makes the score Bengals 37, Cardinals 7.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
You got motion there. You got motion there right there.
Ready?
Drive will start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's a handoff to Spears. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
19 cock, Bronco 80. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. From the gun, here's Browning. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield.
Complete to Tajay Spears. A 5-yard gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's Browning. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd and short, it's Browning. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and chasing down. They got him. The rookie out of Ole Miss, Walter Nolan. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cardinals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. So, from 37, here's 2nd down and a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
On the ground, it's Connor. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. That one is complete to McBride. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Murray. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Murray to throw. To the goal line and in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals are able to cut into the deficit.
Cardinals 14.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the 4th.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go get him.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
70 Timberwolf. Set go. Go.
Browning from the gun. To the middle of the field. Caught by Higgins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. The pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Offense.
From the gun, here's Spears. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. brings up 2nd and 11.
Cowboy 80. Like the 18.
They'll run it here. It's Samante P-Rob. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Set. 60 Bisons. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Hut it.
A run. It's P-Rob. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
70 Lions. Cougar 19. Check. Fresno.
Play fake, and here is Browning. They work this out wide to P-Rob. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 41, here's 2nd and 7.
At the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Motion.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Browning. A quick slap taken by Chase. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Cougar 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Spears. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Spears. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Bengals will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Cardinals first down.
Here we go. One final play. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long.